Millions around the world to be elite and to succeed at this level. It's been a privilege to commentate with you and to listen to your insights, to your analysis, and to have my understanding uplifted. So thank you.
Thank you very much, because it's and it's been I've had a blast, really. And normally in the past, I used to avoid being part of tough events and all that, but I must say, I've had a great time.
We turned you into a little bit of a fan now. Are you going to come back?
No, I've always been a fan, but it's just like participating. Yeah, participating of working it, you know, because I've been doing a lot for FIFA in the past, for the past 13 years. So it's really, I've had a great time, really. And when I see the preparations, this is what people at home don't see. When I see the preparations that you also put in before the games, that's why I say it's been so fun, because I like to read, but I see you also somebody who likes to make you do your homework. So
thank you very much. I do appreciate that. There are some successes that Senegal will not forget, and this is one of them. It'll never quite be the same as their first victory in Cameroon in the 2021 edition, which was played in 2022. But this is the victory that gives them legacy, that gives them immortality, and puts them amongst Africa's elite without question. It's time for the official presentations. We are going to see some awards dished out.
I still think Diaz is in line for player of the tournament. What do you think?
I think it's going to go the way of a certain Sadio from Senegal.
Sadio Mane, yeah.
That's it. Brahim Diaz will win top goal scorer. But I think Sadio's driving leadership and spirit has seen Senegal to success here, and that's going to be celebrated. CAF anthem sounds, the presenters make their way to the podiums and pedestals where the prizes will be dished out.
Now let me share this experience with you. This is the finest moment of a footballer's life you're about to live. The moment when you have to walk to pick up the trophy. Believe me, you have something in you that burns. It's like a child that's getting, I don't know, like a toy you've been waiting for like for a whole year, since January, and it's Christmas. You're like, oh God, oh God. Nothing beats it.
So what we have is the presentation party lined up. We've got Senegal and Morocco, and the match officials all waiting. Individual awards will be presented, team awards, and then we will have the trophy presentation itself. The FIFA President Gianni Infantino watching on. It could very well be 10 African teams at this next World Cup, because DRC are into the intercontinental playoffs. Not the same draw that Senegal is going to face. Senegal will face the intercontinental playoff pathway 2 winners, which is either Iraq, Bolivia or Suriname. Fawzi Lekja, president of the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, has the flag of the Confederation of African Football, and he's alongside the CAF president, Dr. Patrice Motsepe. We are celebrating Africa. And this is a historic handover to co-hosts of the next edition.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
From Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. From Morocco to East Africa, Hussein Mohammed among those, president of the Kenyan Football Federation, the FKF, is among those waving the Confederation of African flag so very proudly, because East Africa, who've taken so many strides at grassroots tournament level and produced some heroics here. Among the highlights, undoubtedly, of things we saw at this AFCON was Tanzania producing a place in the knockout stages, and how meaningful, considering that they will co-host this next tournament. We also saw some historic wins for Benin and Mozambique. We saw some momentous moments for Mozambique as well in making the knockout stages, eventually out to Nigeria. But the highest number of goals ever scored at 121. Oh, there's a player. Mamadou Niang, he and Fousseni Diawara were having a chat with you just before the start of the game.
Yeah,
Two greats.
the top player. I never forgot. It's not possible to forget what he did in France. Unbelievable.
So, it'll be a long walk for Morocco. There is still drizzle that falls on this stadium and on the players.
Now I can tell you, when you're a runner-up and it's in your home turf, that hurts. That hurts, believe me. It's difficult to keep back the tears if you know you've invested so much for your fatherland on home turf.
Hakimi is being consoled. Morocco gets the Fair Play award, and this will be precious little consolation for a Moroccan side that dreamed of claiming the trophy. Morocco with the Fair Play trophy. It's the captain Achraf Hakimi who collected devastating loss in this Africa Cup of Nations final. The goalkeeper of the tournament, well, there were a few who stood out. Yassine Bounou is the goalkeeper of the tournament. He was outstanding again. He will be replaced by Kalidou Koulibaly. They play in Saudi Arabia together, and Edouard Mendy as well, also in Saudi Arabia. Congratulating Yassine Bounou. And again, this might feel like a consolation rather than the main prize he came to claim. But he remains one of Africa's greatest ever in between the sticks.
You know, my friend, when they say goalkeeper wins games for you or points for you, they're talking of goalkeepers like Bono.
Yeah, I mean, 917 minutes he went without conceding a goal in international football until Sinayoko sent one beyond him.
Penalty.
A penalty, exactly. Fouzi Lekjar with a few more words for the 34-year-old, one of the great Moroccan players, elite shot stopper with big game mentality, is the goalkeeper of the tournament. He was exceptional in one-on-ones, rarely flustered. The man who could produce the moments that define history. Couldn't quite get it over the line here. Brahim Diaz, will be precious little consolation for him, claiming the top goal scorer prize. But he is thoroughly deserving. He lit the tournament up with 5 goals in 5 successive matches. The first ever Moroccan player to not only score 4, but to score 5 in a single edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. Top goal scorer in qualifying, top goal scorer in the finals. It's been a remarkable campaign for Brahim Diaz, but he missed the penalty. But that won't define him, will it?
No, it won't at all. But let's not forget that had this guy not been here, I don't know if the journey would have been this smooth for Morocco, because he did help them out when they had difficulties. So well deserved, top player.
It's not because he has disappointed those around him. He'll feel disappointed because he knows he could have done better. And that is sometimes tough to live with.
Well, what makes you a genius is that you don't think like others. So, if you want to be a great legend, you have to think out of the box.
He's produced so many masterpieces. Brahim Diaz. He was marvelous, majestic at times. But the man who has been named as player of the tournament is Sadio Mane. No other player has started more AFCON games than Sadio Mane. A man who was heavily instrumental in setting up the eventual winner. He turned possession for Senegal. He fed the ball that was eventually sent to Pape, who sent it home for the decisive moment in this final. But Mane got Senegal here, and he inspired that decisive moment.
My favorite Senegalese player of all time. I've always loved this man, ever since he's been at Southampton.
Careful, careful. Khalil Fadira is listening. Maybe Al-Hajj Diouf. You're right. I mean, what he could do, I mean, he can score a hat-trick in seconds. Fastest ever hat-trick in the Premier League.
The Premier League, no.
Sadio Mane.
Come up. Not only did he win Premier League titles, not only did he win Champions League, the Intercontinental titles, he's won it all, except for the World Cup.
He's inspired Senegal to 3 AFCON finals in 4 editions. He's now helped them win 2. And now I'm just thinking back to that hat-trick for Southampton over Aston Villa in 2015. It was at 176 seconds, less than 3 minutes, to score a hat-trick in the Premier League.
Imagine.
Here are some of the very best the continent has ever offered. Not just now. Brahim Diaz, Golden Boot. Sadio Mane, player of the tournament. Yassine Bounou, goalkeeper of the tournament.
And you know what's funny? Out of the 3, 2 of them are playing in Saudi Arabia. Top African footballers. Wow.
Now the match officials will receive their commemorative medals, led by Jean-Jacques Ndala of Democratic Republic of the Congo. Sadio Mane poses with his player of the tournament trophy. The match officials, who are guardians of the game tonight in a final that was shaped by a great deal of tension and intensity, they showed composure and allowed the spectacle to breathe largely. Gilan Ngila, Gradel Mbilizi, Ngila Tom of South Africa receiving medals as well for their involvement. Pierre Acho of Gabon, who is the man in charge of the video assistant referee room.
It's been a great tournament, no matter what. This is one of the best tournaments we've had in our continent. So.
As the officials make way, we've seen the Fair Play Award that recognises the respect and discipline and values that bind AFCON together. We've seen the goalkeeper of the tournament so calm under pressure. We've seen the top scorer receive his accolade, and we've seen player of the tournament whose skill and influence has decided the glorious path that his side took. The officials, having received their commemorative medals, now for the runners-up. Football's hardest walk. It's all the excellence without the ultimate reward. Effort without that final embrace. For Morocco, this is hard. And under the rain in Rabat, they will receive their silver medals, led by their captain Achraf Hakimi. The players that have stood out throughout this tournament, Yassine Bounou among them, but El Yamik receiving his. That's his 24th birthday today, Anas Salahedin, and he looks utterly broken.
No, this is hard to bear, especially when you had it in your hands just some seconds away from the end. That's going to be the most painful part to live with.
But a squad that was laden with talent and ability. Yassine Bounou, Munir El Ghajwi, El Mehdi El Harar, Achraf Hakimi, Nuzair Masraoui, Soufiane Amrabat, Naif Aguerd, Roman Saiz, Zuli collecting his medal now. Mohamed Shibi, Jawad El Yamik, Adam Massina, Ait Boulal, the 19-year-old from Rennes in France, and Youssef Belhamri, a Chan champion with Morocco just last year. Unai, who was injured. Targhalin receiving now, Saibari as well. Ben Zahir, Talbi of Sunderland, Bilal El Khanous, Brahim Diaz getting his medal now as well. Still looks utterly inconsolable. Neil El Ainoui, though, who fought to play every minute of this championship, despite nearly being concussed, it seemed, at one stage with the clash of heads. Hamza Egamin is there, Sufyan Rahimi, Ilyas Akhomash, Youssef Nesiri, Ayub El Kabi, all led by Walid Regragui. A team that's enjoyed one of the most dominant periods in international football anywhere. A record 19 successive wins brought to an end at this competition, and their run of 26 matches undefeated brought to an end in this final. But they have still produced glorious moments and have risen spectacularly in this tournament.
I will not let you go without talking about this stadium. You know, this is one of the most beautiful stadiums we have in the world today. And the fact that it now exists in Africa, this is unbelievable. The quality, the foresight, the state, you know, the quality of the pitch the players have to play on, the accessibility into the stadium and out of it, it's unbelievable.
Well, Walid Regragui last to receive his medal. He's still produced magic.
He's changed his team. Come on, we have to give him
Completely.
Yeah, he's
Injured today, Elias Ben Zahir. There are a handful of Moroccan fans that have remained for the formal awards. Morocco runners-up. They are struggling. Pachol, though, is a man who has achieved continental success again. A Chan winner with Senegal in Algeria. Now in neighbouring Morocco, he's an AFCON champion. Senegal looking for ways to celebrate the champions to receive their gold medals, each medal carrying so many stories of sacrifice, years of belief, and now a lifetime of memories. And it'll be worn not just on their chests, Sando Elise, but in their hearts as well, as you well know.
Well, it's something that, you know, you don't value this until you get older. That I can tell them from experience.
Well, the experience told. Players marching up to collect their medals. Lamine Camara gets his now. But Yevan Diouf, Edouard Mendy, Maury Dior, the three goalkeepers, Mamadou Sarr, who was standout in this final, 20-year-old, now on loan at Strasbourg, Chelsea. Signed for Chelsea just a few months ago on an 8-year contract before being sent back on loan. Celebration for Iliman Ndiaye. Kalidou Koulibaly, captain of this squad, who was suspended today. Abdoulaye Seck, there's Pate Ciss, who can celebrate as well. His brother Saliou, one of the great left boots in West African football over the years, was a champion in 2021. It stayed in the family now. He's done what his brother did. Oh, Diouf is celebrating with a dummy.
Well, there's something else we shouldn't forget. The father missed it in 2002.
Oh, heartbreak.
And the son is here to claim for the father what he left behind in Mali.
But he also did what his father didn't do because he was suspended. He played in the final.
Played in the final. We're talking of Sarr. What a great young man. 20 years old.
Abdoulaye Seck, Ismail Jacobs, Crepin Diata sparing thought for him. Missed the 2021 campaign through an ACL injury. Couldn't play in this final owing to illness, but he's still a winner. He was outstanding in that right-back role. Moussa Niakhaté, Antoine Mendy, who is thrown into the starting lineup last minute and excels down the right. El Hadji Malik Diouf, outstanding particularly in the semi-final against Egypt. Mamadou Kamara, Idrissa Gana Gueye, who led the side on the day, Ismaila Patesis, Habib Diarra suspended today. There's Koulibaly, the captain, receiving his medal. He'll receive the trophy shortly as well, with Mane no doubt alongside him. Lamine Kamara, Sherif Ndiaye, Pape Matar Sarr, Hussein Nyong, Pape Gueye, who scored the winning goal, Boulaye Dia, now a two-time champion, the Lazio man, Sadio Mane, Nicholas Jackson, Iliman Ndiaye of Everton, Ismail Assar, Habib Diallo, Sheikh Tidiane Sabali, and Ibrahim Mbaye, now of Paris Saint-Germain. The wait is over for Senegal, a nation that can lean forward. The continent has watched. Pape Gueye's boot has spoken, and just one moment now remains, and that's to hoist the trophy aloft. The trophy being handed over. The symbol of African football, shaped by history, polished by dreams, is ready to be claimed. On foreign soil, against the odds, against the hosts, against the noise, Senegal deepen their legacy, and they are at the summit again. Sadio Mane given the honour of hoisting the trophy aloft. The Lions of Teranga standing tall, champions once more, a generation that refuses to let go of greatness and to deepen their legacy even further. This was a statement to African football. It runs from the Sahel to the Saloum, from the Dakar to the Delta. And they did it all on foreign soil yet again. Senegal are champions for a second time. It was spectacular, it was standout, it was stirring. And now they can enjoy